Hello everyone, welcome to ixamBee. This is part 3 of the series. We are doing 300 important questions for RBI Grade B exam. Question number 41. Currently, the RBI acts as a banker of the all state government in India except one state. These are the options here. You have to tell the right answer. 40 questions we have already discussed, the link to which is given in the description below. And here, this state is Sikkim. And State Bank of Sikkim is a state-owned bank headquartered at Gangtok, which operates as the bank for state of Sikkim. And in addition to the banking services for the state, it handles the treasury functions. RBI website mentions clearly, except Sikkim. 42 question, what is correct about priority sector lending? These kind of details are more helpful for your phase 2 exam. So in this, I am doing questions both for phase 1 and phase 2. For phase 1 general awareness and phase 2 these will be ESI and FM questions. Within the 18% agriculture, 40% the PSL. For FY 2021 there is a target of 10% for marginal and small farmer. Always call it marginal and small farmer, not small and marginal, because marginal is smaller. Marginal is up to 1 hectare of the land and small is up to 2 hectare of the land. Statement A is that. Statement B, a bank having shortfall in PSL achievement can invest in PSLC, priority sector lending certificate, and that will be counted for priority sector lending. Absolutely right. That is the objective of PSLC. A small finance bank have to achieve 75% of the lending target under PSL. Yes, this is also correct. And which other banks have 75% of the PSL? Can you write in the comment? You have to read beyond what I am teaching here. Write in the comment. But what about the statement A? And correct answer here is only B and C are correct, because right now for small and marginal farmer the target is 8%, and it is increasing like this: 9%, 9.5% and 10% it will be by 2023-24. If you are feeling there is lot of information from so many sources, there is information overload, use this complete learning course for RBI Grade B. Short videos, large number of practice questions, there are summary notes, and we are doing daily live classes. Your time is very important, and expert faculty members for all topics makes a comprehensive course for RBI Grade B here, including people those who have cracked these exams. More importantly, help thousands of students to become bank officers, RBI Grade B officers. Financial instrument that trades on regulated exchange and whose value is based on the value of another assets are called. You must be remembering the second part. The value is based on another asset, derived from another asset, is called derivative. But here additional information is traded on the exchange. That is called exchange traded derivatives. See, if you know derivatives and you know what are the exchanges, you know this. Exchange traded derivatives are standard derivative contracts like futures and option contracts that are transacted on an organized future exchange. Like any other trade on the exchange, it requires a margin. Which cricket player recently became the 6th Indian to take 300 wickets in the Test cricket? And I am reminding it again and again, most of the questions asked in general awareness are actually current affairs questions. Like this, though in this video I am doing a lot of questions which are useful for understanding banking and finance, but these are the very important questions for scoring general awareness, current affairs. Ishant Sharma is the right answer here. 300 wickets in test, E-Kuber. So this is more useful for phase 2, but E-Kuber can also be asked in phase 1 general awareness. E-Kuber is the name of the core banking solution of the RBI. RBI has different offices. These are connected using E-Kuber. Because of the CBS, a customer in bank, say in SBI, you have account in X branch, but you can operate it from anywhere. Same way, banks have account in RBI, suppose in RBI Hyderabad, and it can be operated anywhere using the E-Kuber system, which is the CBS of RBI. Next question, recently 4 tea producing sites spanning across 3 countries as the globally important agriculture heritage systems GIAHS. Which of the following organization declare sites as GIAHS? And the correct answer here from the options given is FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, which is headquartered in Rome. It is one of the UN organization. It has recognized 4 tea producing sites as globally important agriculture heritage systems, GIAHS. This full form can also be asked. Even ICRISAT full form. What is the headquarter of ICRISAT? Another question came to my mind. And now I'll tell you the first one answer is 75% PSL is also to be done by Regional Rural Bank (RRBs). The 4 sites chosen by the FOR in the Asian continent includes 2 tea production sites from China and 1 from Korea and Japan. Each from Korea and Japan. China is the largest producer of the tea here. That is, it is mentioned here. So these kind of explanations are very useful. Whenever you are doing test at ixamBee, please read to these information. India, which is the second largest producer of the beverage is a tea, and one of the biggest exporters of the tea to several countries, could not find a place in the chosen GIAHS sites. FAO is headquartered in Rome. That can be another exam question. Recently, the Khadi and Village Industries Commission (KVIC) signed an MOU with ITBP for supply of 1.72 lakh cotton duties during every year. KVIC comes under the administrative control of which of the ministry? The answer is Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. KVIC is statutory body formed in 1957 for planning, promoting, facilitating, organizing and assisting the establishment and development of the Khadi and village industry. Next question, which of the following is not a category of NPA? NPAs are non-performing assets. If a loan is not paying interest installment to a bank, that becomes NPA. So let me tell you that SMA, special mentioned accounts, are not NPA. So what happens when there is a delay? There is a delay in the payment. So up to 90 days, the account is not becoming NPA. But before that, banks or the lending organization gets a signal, follows these accounts for repayment, and that's why these accounts are called special mentioned account. And there also there are category like SMA 0, S1 special mentioned account and special mentioned account 2. So up to 30 days delay, it is SMA 0, 31 to 60 days, it is SMA, and 61 to 90 days delay is your SMA 2. After 90 days, the account becomes NPA, non-performing assets, and first it is substandard, then it becomes doubtful, then it becomes loss. Which of the following is correct about Finance Commission? We shall also know what is the Finance Commission, which Finance Commission we are going through, who is the chairman of Finance Commission, current and the previous one. Coming to this question, so first statement is it is a policy think tank of the Government of India, not a constitutional body. You must know that it's a constitutional body. Determine the principle of governing the grants and aids of the revenues of states out of the consolidated fund of India. Yes, and it recommends the distribution of union between the union and the states of the net proceeds of the tax and the principles guiding them. That is the objective of Finance Commission. So both B and C are right, and it's a constitutional body. So statement 1, statement A is not correct. Constitutional body established by President of India as per Article 280 of the Constitution. In the year 2018, which country quitted United Nations Human Rights Council, UNHRC? So this was an important news. It was USA. In risk management, that Basel framework we are talking about, Advanced Internal Rating Based Approach, A-IRB, is used for measurement of. So as the name says, internal rating based approach. So credit rating agencies are there, that is external rating. For which of the risk we do internal rating based approach? The answer here is credit risk. In internal rating based approach, banks are supposed to use their own quantitative models to estimate the probability of default, PD, EAD, exposure at default, and LGD, loss given default. So these terms you shall know for your phase 2 exam, and other parameters also to require calculating the RWA, risk weighted assets. Where do we use the calculation of risk weighted assets again? In calculating the CRAR, where we take risk weighted assets in the denominator and capital here in the numerator to calculate the CRAR. Information utilities are entities which are registered with IBBI under section 210 of the IBC. Which is correct about IU, information utility? These store financial data like borrowing, default and security interest. Yes, it is mandatory for financial creditor to provide financial information to the information utility. This is also correct, but I will add one thing here. If they don't provide, there is no penal provision. Please remember that. NESL is India's first information utility. This is also correct. NESL is registered under IBC in 2016, a union government company. Central government means. Which of the following statements about geographical indicators GI tag is false? Read all the statement carefully, which is not correct. I am telling you, even if you don't know exactly, but by reading the statement, okay, let me read for you. GI tag is a name or a sign given to certain product that relates to a specific geographical location or origin. I think yes, by knowing GI tag name, you can find it out. Only handicrafts and food products are eligible to get such tag. Wherever, only, all, none, these kind of strong words are used. Be very careful. Let me read all the other options. Geographical indicators are covered as a component of IPR's intellectual property right under the Paris Convention of the Protection of the Industrial Property. Yes, it is issued by Geographical Indication Registry. I really don't know, but it looks like something perfect. It comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Yeah, it is also logical. So only is actually making this option very suspicious. Why only for food products? Geographical indicators are typically used for wine, spirits, drinks, foodstuffs, agricultural products, handicrafts, and industrial products. GI tags are issued as per the Geographical Indicators of Goods Act 1999. The tag is issued by the Geographical Indication Registry under the Department of Industry Promotion and Industry Trade, Minister of Commerce and Industry. Now, currency of Myanmar. I think options are confusing. You select your option and the correct answer is Myanmar Kyat. Why I picked up Myanmar? Because President of Myanmar is expected to visit India in February, and I am not sure whether this visit is going to happen because recently there are coups in Myanmar where they detained Aung San Suu Kyi. So there is a military rule happening there. The country is in news. That's why you need to remember the capital, currency, and these kind of questions are asked in RBI Grade B General Awareness exam. Small steps finally defines your success. Learn from every question. Learn from every class, every note. Most important, practice. Short videos, practice questions, study notes, and live sessions are the part of the course at ixamBee. You can enroll for free demo at website ixamBee.com. Which of the following is always true for bonds? Bonds are debt instrument. Market price of a bond keeps on changing due to various factors. Yes, interest rate is one such important factor. Interest rate in the market. This is correct. Face value of a bond is the issue price. Yeah, it is like this in all the cases. Think it over. Bonds always pay fixed coupon rate. We must have heard about zero coupon bond. There is no fixed coupon there. So the correct answer is only statement A is true. Bonds can be issued at par, at discount, or at premium to the face value. Therefore, face value is not necessarily the issue price. And bond may or may not pay a fixed coupon. There can be a floating coupon also, floating interest rate, and then zero coupon bonds are also there. 7th economic census is being conducted by. Very straightforward question, good for phase 1 and phase 2 both. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Actually, this census is delayed because of the COVID is still going on. This is December news. Nutrient based subsidy is not available for which of the following nutrients? Government announced this subsidy for some of the nutrients used by the farmers for fertilization and nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, and sulfur. All 4 are there. The correct answer here is none of the above. Recently, SEBI called for implementation of framework for uniformity and applicability of the NAV, net asset value. Must have seen in case of mutual fund across various schemes. Which of the following statements regarding the NAV is not true? Not true. NAV represents a fund's per share market value. That is what NAV is. It is calculated by dividing the total value of all the cash and securities in the fund's portfolio minus any liabilities by the number of outstanding shares. So this defines what is NAV if you don't know. NAV and market price of a unit of mutual funds are two different things. Remember, even if you are in doubt, you have to select one option. NAV necessarily depicts the performance of a fund. How can we say so? There are reasons and there are various ways to see it. So this is not necessarily true and the correct answer. NAV and market price are two different things because market price fluctuates every minute, whereas NAV is decided at the end of each business day. NAV alone doesn't show the performance of the fund. The Madhya Pradesh government recently rolled out Launchpad scheme. The scheme is related to what? And remember, last time lot of government scheme have been asked. Study about government scheme, including important government scheme, but be careful to have a good balance. This time it may be something else. Here it is about self-reliance program for young boys and girls, and this question you have to answer. Foreign grants received by NGOs in India are regulated by which act? Mention your answer in the comment. I will discuss in the next video. The more you participate, the more you learn. And to get the best return of your time invested, subscribe to the complete learning course of ixamBee. Subscribe to the channel for regular updates. Good luck.